So let me get this straight.
Here to help.
You claim everybody is racist, yet you're the ones who are always constantly bringing it up.
Because you pretend it isn't happening. Systemic racism doesn't go away just because you ignore it. This is going to be a doozy, isn't it?
You claim people shouldn't be reduced to just their parts, while simultaneously calling women uterus havers and chest feeders.
Because when we're talking in specific terms about people who have uteruses and people who feed children using their mammary glands, those are the most accurate terms to use. Using accurate terms doesn't take anything away from women and mothers. Reducing someone to their parts means that you're telling them that you will only accept their gender identity if it aligns with the genitalia that you think that they have. Those two are not the same thing. Conflating them is disingenuous.
You say you want to dismantle gender stereotypes, but you uphold them for gender ideology because if a boy likes things that are typically girl-oriented, then that means he's a girl, and vice versa?
Gender stereotypes exist. Gender is not the same thing as biological sex. Forcing people to adhere strictly to gender stereotypes is harmful. Affirming boys who want to wear dresses and girls who want to be weightlifters doesn't contradict the existence of people who are born into a body and assigned a gender that they just don't identify with.
You preach about self-acceptance and loving who you are, and everybody is beautiful, while also simultaneously encouraging people to undergo surgery and hormone therapy in order to change their physical appearance.
Yes, I want you and everyone else to feel comfortable in your own bodies. And if that means that you have to make modifications to your body in order to do that, then by all means, do it. Do you have the same energy when you're talking about kids getting braces or surgery to correct a limb difference when it's causing discomfort? I met a guy once who had an entire toe that was tattooed blue and it gave me the ick, but I still 100% support his right to do that.
You claim that males are inherently oppressive towards women, but have no problem with a male then saying he's a woman and entering into our private spaces.
Okay, two things to address here. First of all, no, we feminists do not believe that all men are oppressing to women. There is systemic oppression to women and girls in our society, and the vast majority of both men and women act in ways that uphold that systemic of oppression, even if they do so without realizing it. An example would be your video here. Trans women are often included in that oppression, which is the only way that I could logically segue to the second part of your sentence where you intentionally misgender trans women by saying he in your example. Trans women are women, and no, I don't have a problem sharing a bathroom or a locker room with them. Probably because I don't look at people's genitalia in those spaces, but also because I'm educated on the statistics and I know that men don't have to pretend to be trans in order to gain entry to those spaces and assault women. Factually speaking, I'm actually much more likely to be assaulted by a cis man or even a cis woman in those spaces than I am to be assaulted by a trans woman. Assuming a trans person is present, that person is far more likely to be assaulted than you or I, and the likelihood skyrockets for a trans woman being forced to use the men's bathroom or locker room. Don't believe me? Sources in the description.
You say you support all women, but you simultaneously cheer on people hating the TERFs, just women who are against all this gender ideology.
Supporting all women means supporting legislation that allows all women to do with their lives and bodies what they wish and believe what they believe. That doesn't mean I support their actions when they're acting in ways to infringe on the rights of others, such as promoting legislation to limit those rights. That includes TERFs. If they don't want to be around trans people, I can't say that I agree with them, but I 100% support their right to feel the way that they feel and stay inside their homes to avoid trans people. I won't, however, support their attempts to remove trans people from the public, because that is infringing on someone else's rights. And yes, I can already hear the comments coming in about this one self-proclaimed TERF hater or that one or the other. And yes, I will say that there have been people, several people, who have gone way too far, all in the name of gender ideology. Just like I'm sure that most of you will agree that some Baptist preachers have gone way too far in suggesting that gay people will be burned at the stake, all in the name of Christianity. In the words of Jesse Gender, nuance is a thing.